A project manager is working on a fixed-price contract. Midway, the client requests additional features not in the original scope. What is the best action the project manager should take? A. Accept the changes without altering the cost. B. Refuse the change to protect the project budget. C. Initiate the change control process. D. Increase the budget to accommodate the changes. Answer: C. Any changes in scope must go through the change control process, especially in a fixed-price contract where costs are tightly controlled. What is the primary objective of the monitor risks process? A. Create response plans for known risks. B. Eliminate all risks from the project. C. Track identified risks and evaluate effectiveness of responses. D. Identify risks during project initiation. Answer: C. Monitoring risks involves continuously tracking existing risks, identifying new risks, and evaluating the effectiveness of risk responses. Which of the following tools is most appropriate for comparing actual versus planned project performance? A. Responsibility Assignment Matrix, RAM. B. Cost Baseline. C. Variance Analysis. D. Stakeholder Register. Answer: C. Variance analysis is used to compare actual project performance to planned baselines and identify deviations. You are managing a project where team members report to functional managers. Which organizational structure are you working in? A. Strong matrix. B. Balanced matrix. C. Functional. D. Projectized. Answer: C. In a functional organization, team members report to functional managers, and the project manager has limited authority. Which of the following is not part of the triple constraint in project management? A. Scope. B. Cost. C. Resources. D. Time. Answer: C. The triple constraint includes scope, cost, and time. Resources, while important, are not part of the traditional triple constraint triangle. The most effective way to reduce the overall project duration without changing the project scope is to A. Perform resource smoothing. B. Add more quality control. C. Crash the schedule. D. Implement rolling wave planning. Answer: C. Crashing involves adding resources to critical path tasks to accelerate the schedule. In which process group is the work breakdown structure, WBS, developed? A. Initiating. B. Executing. C. Planning. D. Monitoring and controlling. Answer: C. The WBS is developed during the planning process group as part of scope planning. A stakeholder who is low in power but high in interest should be A. Managed closely. B. Kept satisfied. C. Monitored. D. Kept informed. Answer: D. Stakeholders with low power but high interest should be kept informed to ensure engagement without overallocating resources. What technique is used to determine the amount of contingency reserve needed for a project? A. Monte Carlo analysis. B. Critical path method. C. Earned value analysis. D. Pareto analysis. Answer: A. Monte Carlo simulation is a quantitative risk analysis technique used to estimate the potential impact of risk and calculate contingency reserves. The project sponsor asks for a detailed forecast of remaining project work. Which metric should the project manager use? A. EV. B. EAC. C. BAC. D. etc. Answer: D. Estimate to complete, ETC, forecasts how much more will be needed to complete the remaining project work. During a sprint, the development team discovers that a critical feature was misunderstood during backlog grooming. What should the project manager do? A. Add the feature to the sprint backlog. B. Escalate to the product owner. C. Log it as a change request. D. Discuss with the team in the next retrospective. Answer: C. Even in Agile, major scope changes require a formal change request and approval process. What is the key output of the define activities process? A. Schedule baseline. B. Activity list. C. Project calendar. D. Milestone chart. Answer, B. The activity list is a detailed breakdown of tasks derived from the WBS and is a key output of define activities. If a project has a CPI of 0.84 and an SPI of 0.95, what does this indicate? A. Under budget and ahead of schedule. B. Over budget and behind schedule. C. Under budget and behind schedule. D. Over budget and ahead of schedule. Answer, B. A CPI1 means over budget, and SPI1 means behind schedule. Which of the following is true regarding a stakeholder register? A. It is created during the executing phase. B. It includes stakeholder expectations. C. It remains unchanged once created. D. It replaces the communications plan. Answer, B. The stakeholder register includes information such as interest, influence, and expectations of stakeholders. The most effective way to resolve a conflict in a high-performing team is A. Forcing. B. Avoiding. C. Collaborating. D. Withdrawing. Answer, C. Collaborating is a win-win approach where both parties work together to find a mutually beneficial solution. What is the difference between a milestone and a deliverable? A. A milestone is a completed deliverable. B. A milestone marks significant points, a deliverable is an output. C. A milestone is a task, a deliverable is a phase. D. There is no difference. Answer, B. Milestones are significant project events with no duration, while deliverables are tangible outputs. A procurement contract has been signed. What is the next best step for the project manager? A. Close the contract. B. Start procurement audits. C. Begin contract administration. D. Terminate the seller. Answer, C. Once a contract is signed, the focus shifts to contract administration to manage performance and obligations. In Agile, who is responsible for prioritizing the product backlog? A. Scrum Master. B. Project Manager. C. Development Team. D. Product Owner. Answer, D. The product owner prioritizes items in the backlog based on business value and customer needs. Which document defines how the project scope will be defined, verified, and controlled? A. Scope Statement. B. Scope Management Plan. C. WBS. D. Requirements Document. Answer, B. The Scope Management Plan outlines how scope will be managed throughout the project lifecycle. What does a RACI chart illustrate? A. Risk and cost integration. B. Stakeholder escalation matrix. C. Responsibility assignments. D. Timeline and duration. Answer, C. RACI stands for responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed, used to clarify roles. A project manager is informed that a key resource will be unavailable next month. What should be done first? A. Revise the schedule baseline. B. Submit a change request. C. Perform resource leveling. D. Update the risk register. Answer, D. Any potential risk should be documented first in the risk register before further actions are taken. In a project lifecycle, the majority of the budget is expended during which phase? A. Initiation. B. Planning. C. Executing. D. Closing. Answer, C. The executing phase consumes the most resources and budget as deliverables are created. Which of the following is a key benefit of the validate scope process? A. Confirms stakeholder satisfaction. B. Develops a detailed project scope. C. Creates the WBS. D. Tracks technical performance. Answer, A. Validate scope formally accepts completed deliverables and ensures stakeholder satisfaction. The process of aggregating the estimated costs of individual activities to establish an authorized cost baseline is known as A. Estimate costs. B. Determine budget. C. Control costs. D. Plan cost management. Answer B. Determine budget involves totaling all cost estimates to form the project's cost baseline. Which estimating technique uses parameters from a previous project to predict current project duration or cost? A. Bottom-up estimating. B. Three-point estimating. C. Analogous estimating. D. Parametric estimating. Answer C. Analogous estimating uses historical data from similar past projects to estimate current project costs or duration.